Okay, good afternoon. While I wait for everyone to log in, I will start setting the room, getting ready for today's class. I've been teaching these lives for a couple of weeks now, but apparently I'm not able yet to set this thing right. Ciao Giulia, hello everyone. Okay, today's class will be in English so that everyone from everywhere, from all the countries affected, can have the chance to practice together. Ciao Cristina, ciao Valentina. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yes, it looks about right. Should be fine. Like this. Hi everyone. Okay, let's wait a couple of more minutes. I might put the phone. Well, should be fine. Sì, Split sta per spaccata. Grazie Daniela, oggi lo proveremo insieme. Yes, so while we wait for everyone else to join in, also the people living in front of me are always they always see me practice and everything. Anyway, welcome. Yes, you can practice with us today even though you're not flexible. That's absolutely not a problem. Today's class will be inspired by my READYSETYOGA Splits Edition program. I don't know if you know it, it's a program that I have created, and it's not just about the splits, it's actually a program that is very useful to build a safe and constant home practice. The point of the splits to have a goal is to encourage you to show up on your mat and to build a sort of routine, something to work towards so that you have more motivation to show up every day on your mat. Anyway, the method that it's behind my my splits practice, it's divided in 3 steps: flexibility, mobility, and strength. So the class is not gonna be just about flexibility, because sometimes, when it's about the splits, people think it's just about hamstring flexibility. Of course, when it comes to splits practice, it's really important to have to have flexible hamstrings, but that's not there are so many more other things involved in your practice when it comes to splits, and not just in that. So today we are going to work on flexibility, dynamic flexibility, active and passive range of motion, strength, so many little pieces that together make a complete, well-balanced and effective practice. So these are little things that you can find inside my program as well. And today you can have a taste of how it is like. Of course, it's not exactly the same. This class will be inspired by the program, but it's not exactly the same because the format is all different. This is a light class. Before we start, I just wanted to spend one more minute to say thank you for showing up, and to send my prayers, my hugs, my love to everyone that is that has been through a hard time these days, through everyone that needs a little bit of support today. So I'd say that we can get started. All you need today is a mat, and if you do have a couple of blocks, that would be amazing. If you don't have a couple of blocks, that's all right. We can manage it anyway. Or if you have two big, just like for example, two big books, that would work just fine. So I will get on my mat in 1 second. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm gonna try. Can you hear me? I'm gonna come back, see if you can hear me. Yes, okay, that's great. Okay. Let's get on our mat and let's start today's practice. Just take a comfortable seated position. Place your hands on your knees. As you inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, relax your shoulders, your shoulder blades. Bring your chin a little bit towards your chest. Close your eyes. Start using your nostril to inhale and exhale. Big inhale, lengthen your spine. Big exhale, relax your shoulders. For a couple of seconds, just stay here. Focus on your breath, on the air that goes in and out through your nostrils. Keep your eyes closed, don't change anything in your posture. Just with your next inhale, bring your chin towards your chest, right ear towards your right shoulder. Slowly go back. And as you exhale from the left, bring your left ear towards your left shoulders and back to the center with your chin. Two more, just the same. Inhale right. Slow exhale left. And one more, inhale right. Exhale, come back to center. Now just change the direction. So inhale, go towards your left and back. Exhale, come back to center. Two more just like that. Inhale, slow and deep. Exhale, back to center. And one more in. Exhale, come back to center. Chin to chest. With your next inhale, bring your chin parallel to the floor. Open your heart, relax your shoulders, and slowly blink your eyes open. Keep your hands on your knees. As you inhale, open your chest, bring your chest forward, and as you exhale, round your spine, navel in, round your back. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Come back to center. Bring your right hand to the right side. Inhale, lengthen your left arm up toward the sky. And exhale, lengthen the entire left side of the body. Relax your right shoulder. Use the breath to get deeper into the position. Inhale, come back. Exhale, release and change side. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen the right side this time. Relax your left shoulders. Open your chest. One more breath. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Inhale, bring both your hands up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring your right hand on your left knee. Left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, twist and bring your gaze behind your left shoulder. Inhale, both hands up towards the sky. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, gaze behind your right shoulder. Try to use your breath here rather than your left hand. With every inhale, lengthen your spine, and with every exhale, get a little bit deeper into the pose. Inhale, both hands up towards the sky. Exhale, place your hands on the floor. Come on your knees. And have your knees in line with your hips, your hands in line with your shoulders. And place the space in between your index and middle fingers pointing forward. And press your hands down towards the mat. Now, cat and cow. Inhale, open your chest, gaze up. Exhale, point your toes, round your back, gaze to the navel. Inhale, open your chest, shoulder blades together. Exhale, point your toes, round your back. Exhale it out. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Move slowly and mindfully with your breath. Imagine you are moving through honey. Exhale. Inhale, one more. Exhale, round your back. Come back to a neutral position. Tuck your toes under. Press your hands towards the mat and bring your glutes towards the sky into your first down dog. Here, start pedaling out one heel at a time towards the floor. And start shifting your weight from left to right at the rhythm of your own breath. Be with yourself, with your own practice. Find some connection with your breath. Exhale, down dog. Everyone's down dog will look a little bit different. You can be all the way down with your heels. You can be a little bit higher with your heels. You can bend your knees if you need to. But everywhere you are, just try to keep your legs engaged. So push down through your heels. And imagine you have a block in between your thighs and that you don't want to let it slip down. And push your fingers towards the floor. One more breath here. Inhale. Walk your feet towards your hands. Feet hips distance apart, bend your knees, round your spine, relax your neck, and your hands, your shoulders, everything down towards the floor. And start rolling up your back, vertebra after vertebra, slowly and mindfully. And open your chest. We are ready for a couple of sun salutations just to get warmed up. We are just doing the sun salutation A. So feet together, front of the mat. Inhale, Tadasana, hands up. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your hands on the floor. Inhale, gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back into plank pose. Here, if you are at the beginning, just place your knees on the floor. Shift your weight forward and full push-up. So we want to go all the way down with the chest on the mat and go all the way back up in your plank pose. Shift your weight back, forearms on the floor. Shift your weight forward and open your chest in cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Push your hands down, push your heels down, relax your neck. Today we are going to move slowly and mindfully, focusing on our movements, our breath, bringing the oxygen in our muscles. Inhale, gaze forward, walk or step forward. Ardha Uttanasana, exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, go all the way up into Tadasana. Exhale, Pranamazana. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, look forward, open your chest. Exhale, step back into your plank pose. If you need, place your knees on the floor, full push-ups. Exhale all the way up. Knees on the floor, forearms on the floor. As a snake, open your chest in cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Engage your glutes, your inner thighs. Push your weight back. And imagine you are wrapping your triceps around and you are creating space in between your shoulder blades. 1 more breath here. Inhale, look forward, step, jump, or walk to the front of the mat. Lengthen your spine, open your chest. Exhale, Uttanasana, bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, Pranamazana. 1 more, just like that. Inhale, exhale, follow your breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, jump back into plank pose. Chaturanga all the way down. Come back into plank pose, full push-up. Step back, knees, forearm on the floor. Shift your weight forward. Open your chest, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just stay here for 3, for 2, connect with your breath, and 1. Keep the pose and walk your hands this time back towards your feet. And bend your knees if you need to. If you have a pair of blocks and you cannot reach the floor, just bring your blocks underneath your hands. Bend your knees, and as you inhale, gaze forward, Ardha Uttanasana. If you can, straighten your legs. Exhale, bend your knees, chest to the thighs, relax your neck. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Follow your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. 3. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more in. Exhale. Inhale, straighten your arms and start pedaling with your knees. So your heels will stay on the floor. You just want to bring your weight from left to right, alternating, and bending 1 knee at a time. And then bend your right knee, right hand on the mat in the middle of your feet. Inhale, open your left arm up towards the sky. Gaze towards your left end. Activate your glutes. You want to push back with your right hip and keep opening the chest. Exhale, left hand in place of the right hand. Bend your left knee. Inhale, right arm up towards the sky. Twist. Navel in, push back your left hip this time. And open your chest. Exhale, back to the center. This time we are going to add a little swim to the movement. So bend your right knee, right hand on the mat. Inhale, make a circle with your left arm and swim forward. Change the bent knee. Inhale, same with the right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen the right. Right circle with the right arm. Exhale, swim forward. Inhale, left. 1 more per side. Inhale. Exhale, and 1 more in. And exhale. Come back with both hands on the mat, bend your knees, relax your neck. From here, walk your hands forward into your downward facing dog. Exhale, push down your heels towards the mat. Three more breaths here. Relax your neck. You can stay in your down dog or you can add a vinyasa here. So shift your weight forward into your plank pose. Bend your elbows, full push up. Back up, knees down, elbows down. Shift forward into your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come up on your tiptoes. Exhale, down with your heel. For 2, exhale. 3, exhale. If you have more space, when you come down with your heel, you can lift your toes. 2 more in and exhale. 1 and exhale. Bring your left foot a little bit more in the center, so a little bit closer to the right. As you inhale, bring your right leg up, point your toes, and go for 10 kicks up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, bring your right knee towards your chest, bend your left knee, gaze forward, and step your right foot in between your hands. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, straighten your right leg and bring your weight back. Straighten both legs. Here you can have a pair of blocks underneath your hands if it helps. Inhale, exhale, back for 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale. 2 more in. Exhale. And 1 in. Exhale. Place your right foot on the mat and bring your left foot a little bit closer to your right. Heels on the same line and open your left toes a little bit to the out, 45 degrees angle. Make sure your hips are on the same line, facing both down, hands on the floor or on your shin or on the blocks, depending on the space you have today. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, down. Inhale, forward. Exhale, down. 1 more, just like that. Inhale. And exhale, down. Hands on the floor, on the shin or on the block. Activate your glutes. Now open your hips. Now you want to bring the weight towards your right and back to the center. Right and back to the center. Unsquare your hips and go back to squared hips. 2 more. Unsquared, squared, and 1 more. 1 and exhale. Inhale, open your chest, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, come back down into your pyramid pose. Wherever your variation is, stay there for 5. You can bend your right knee, that's absolutely no problem. And imagine you want to bring your heels one towards the other so that you activate your inner thighs and your glutes. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Inhale, gaze forward. Keep your legs the way they are, so you're not moving anything here. Place your right hand on your foot, on your shin, or on one block inside your right foot. Place your hands down there. And as you inhale, bring your left arm up towards the sky. You want to push back with your right hip and a little bit forward with your left. And open your chest up towards the sky. If you can, bring your gaze towards your left hand. And keep pushing with the outside of your feet down towards the mat. And imagine as you are leaning on a wall with your back. You are on a straight line with your body. 1 more breath here. You can keep the block, you can remove the block, that's up to you and your practice. 1 more breath here. From this position, bend your right knee. Place your left hand on the mat. Step back with your left foot, and as you inhale, bring your right arm up towards the sky. Activate your glutes. Parivrtta Parsvakonasana. Open your chest. Exhale, right hand down on the mat. You can step back directly into downward facing dog or at a vinyasa plank. Full push-up. Knees down, elbows down. Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's repeat everything on the left side. Inhale, left leg up, point your toes for 10, kick up 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, exhale, knee to chest, bend the right knee and step forward. Inhale, open into your low lunge, exhale, extend your legs. 4 more. Inhale, exhale. As a dance, inhale, follow your breath. Exhale. If you need, place the blocks underneath your hands. 2 more. Exhale. And 1 more. Exhale. Place your left foot down on the mat. Bring your right foot a little bit closer. Turn the toes to the outside. Square your hips. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. You can always use the blocks or place your hands on your shin or wherever you are comfortable. Our bodies are all different and the same pose may look very different for each and every one of us. And that's totally fine. 1 more. Exhale. Open your chest, hands down on the mat or on the blocks or on the shin. And we go again with the open and close. Open the hips and close the hips back to the center. 3 more. Hi, Lucky. 2 more. And 1 more. Static hold of the pose. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, get into your variation, today's variation of pyramid pose. Remember to micro bend the left knee, engage the glutes, and engage the inner thighs. You want to attract your heels both towards the middle line, towards the center of the mat. Relax your head, your shoulders if you can. Keep your legs very engaged, very active. We are building strength while we work on our flexibility always. Always be mindful, always be active in your poses. 1 more breath. And when you're not active, be passive with intention, not just because you're not working there. 1 more. Inhale, open your chest, hands on the mat, on the foot, on the shin, on the block again. And open in your triangle pose. Inhale, right arm up, gaze towards the right hand. As before, push a little bit back with your left, hips a little bit forward with your right, while you turn the chest up towards the sky, as if you are twisting from above the navel. 2 more. Engage the glutes. 1 more. Exhale. Come back with both hands on the mat. Step back with your right foot. Square your hips. Right hand on the mat. Left hand up towards the sky. Parivrtta Parsvakonasana on the second side. Engage the glutes. Open the chest. You don't want to collapse with your chest on your left thighs, but you want to stay active in the pose. 2 more breaths here. Exhale, hands down on the mat. Step back into your down dog or vinyasa. Always remember that in the vinyasa you can place your knees down on the floor. Actually, I encourage you to do so if this is one of your first yoga classes. Exhale, down dog. From here, inhale, bring your gaze towards the front of the mat. Step or jump or walk forward. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale. Exhale, close in Uttanasana, and slowly roll your spine back up, one vertebra at a time. Exhale here. While we want to keep working on the flow, we are going to stop for a second to add on a couple of drills to build strength in our glutes and in our hip flexors today. Today we are going to work on these two ones. You have three options for your hands position. You can have them on your hips, which is the easier variation, on your chest in prayer position, or up towards the sky. For today, I'm going to stay in the middle with you with prayer hands, also because I like to lower the chances that I fall while I teach. So from here, step back with your left foot into high lunge. From here, set the base of the movement. So you want to have a really engaged core. Straighten your left leg, engage the glutes, and go a little bit towards the floor with your coccyx. So you want to you're not really doing this too much because you're going to keep the legs straight, but just a little bit. Okay, prayer hands. Inhale from here, transit into warrior 3. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale. As you inhale, come up, knees towards the chest, and extend your leg forward. From here, back into high lunge. We want to do the same thing for 5 times. So 2, warrior 3, and forward, and back into high lunge. 3 more. Warrior 3, forward, extend your leg, Utthita Ekapadasana, and back into your high lunge. 2 more. Forward, warrior 3. If you lose the balance, it's okay. Knees to chest. Extend your leg and exhale back into high lunge. 1 more. Forward into your warrior 3. Activate your legs, knees to chest. Extend forward. Exhale. This time you want to close the left foot beside your right foot. And let's repeat on the other side. So hands in your chosen position. Do the same you did on the first side. Step back with your right foot in your high lunge. Inhale. Exhale forward, warrior 3. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, extend. Inhale, back. Exhale, high lunge. 4 more. Warrior 3. Knees to chest. Extend your leg forward. Bend your knees. Your knee back into high lunge. 3 more. Follow your breath. Forward. Knees to chest. Extend your leg. Knees to chest. Back into high lunge. 2 more. Warrior 3. Knees to chest. Extend your leg. Back into high lunge for the last 1. Warrior 3. Knees to chest. Extend your leg. And step back into high lunge and close the feet together. Hips distance apart. Bend your knees. Come with your chest towards your thighs. Hands to opposite elbow and rock from side to side. Just relax one moment here. We are going to repeat the same movement for 2 more sets. When it comes to strength, you want to repeat movement, resilience, always pays off. So come back up, 1 vertebra at a time. Hands on your hips, in front of chest. Open your chest, engage your glutes, step back with your left. High lunge. And again, just exactly the same. Follow your breath. Inhale, forward. Warrior 3, knees to chest. Extend your left leg forward. Inhale and exhale, step back into your high lunge. In, forward. Warrior 3, knee to chest. Extend your left leg. Step back into high lunge. 3 more. Engage the glutes. Always strong core. forward. Knees to chest, extend your leg, bend your knee, and step back. Warrior 3, knee to chest, extend forward, and step back into the high lunge. One more. Warrior 3, knee to chest, extend, and go back into your warrior 3 and into your high lunge. Of course, step forward. Of course, one side is going to be easier than the other. Step back with your right. For me, for example, my left side is stronger and more stable, but it's absolutely normal. We're never exactly the same on both sides, which is the beauty of the human body in a way. Engage your glutes. Inhale, forward warrior 3, knee to chest, extend your right leg forward, step back into high lunge. Just think about a very beautiful face, a very beautiful person. It's usually not exactly symmetrical on both sides. Actually, when we are very symmetrical, sometimes it kind of, feels weird. 3 more. So it's the same with practice. We have to listen to the body and just go with the flow and embrace the shakiness, the art part of practice. It's a good school for life. One more. Just trying to distract you all a little bit here. Step back and step forward. Shake your legs. This time we're going to stay up. We have one more round. This is pretty much the last part of the class where we are going to be very active. And then we're going to slow down again, I promise. Okay, engage your legs, engage your glutes, engage your core. You want to build the movement from the beginning. Step back with your left leg. High lunge, hands in prayer position, engage your core. Inhale, warrior 3. Knee to chest, extend your left leg forward. Step back into high lunge. 4 more. Warrior 3. Utthita Ekapada. Exhale back into your high lunge. 3 more. Warrior 3. Knee to chest. Extend. Strong right leg. And back. 2 more. Forward. Knee to chest. Extend forward. Step back into lunge. 1 more. Last one. Okay. Activate your glutes. Step forward. Last side of the last round. It's 5 more and then we're done. Step back with your right leg. Engage your glutes, engage your core. Pray your hands. Inhale, shift forward. Warrior 3. Forward with your right leg. Exhale, step back. Big controlled step. Inhale. Warrior 3. Knee to chest, extend forward. And step back. Inhale, warrior 3. Exhale, knee to chest. Extend your leg. Step back. 2 more. Forward, warrior 3. Extend your right leg forward. And step back into your high lunge. Controlled big movement. Last one. Warrior 3. Knee to chest. Extend right leg. And step back into your lunge. And step forward again. Shake your legs. Open your chest, bend your knees, and fall back down with your chest towards your thighs. Okay, hands to your elbows. You can just go from side to side if you want to. Or you can even add a little bit of bouncing movement here. So push down with your elbows, relax your neck. You can go with your belly toward your thighs. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands on the floor. Step back into your downward facing dog. You can just stay here or add a vinyasa plank. Full push-up. Back up. Knee down, elbows down. Shift your weight forward, open your chest. Exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring your right foot in between your hands. And bring your left foot a little bit closer. The heel stays up. And we're going for a rocking pyramid. So shift your weight forward and shift your weight back. Peel off the right foot off the mat. In. X. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Come back forward with your weight, bend your right leg, come up into high lunge. Interlace your fingers over your right knee and go for 10 ballistic movements towards the floor with your pubic bones. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here for 2, for 3, for 1. Open in your warrior 2. Try to have your right knee in line over your right ankle. And it might be easier for you to have your heels not exactly on the same line, but on 2 parallel lines. And push down with the outside corner of your left foot towards the mat. 2 more breaths here. Keep opening your right hip. You want to keep the external rotation in the left hip. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen your right and turn your toes, both sides, inward. Hands on your hips. Inhale, open your chest. As you exhale, come forward with your chest. You can bend your knees if you need to. You can place dogs underneath your hands. Inhale, look forward, open your chest, and as you exhale, bring the crown of the head towards the mat. Here, of course, as always, adapt the pose to your body, not your body to the pose. So bend the knees, keep your chest higher, do wherever makes you feel comfortable and safe in your pose. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, come back up. Gaze forward. Bring your hands toward the front of the mat. Bend your right knee and step back into your down dog. You can stay here in the down dog or add a vinyasa as always. Plank, full push up, back up, bend your knees, bend your elbows, shift forward in your cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to repeat the same thing on the left side. So inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step forward. Bring your feet a little bit closer to each other. And rocking pyramid pose. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 2 more just like that. 1. Exhale. And last one. Exhale back. Weight forward, bend your knees, open your chest, come up into high lunge. And ballistic movement for 10. You can have the hands high or interlace your fingers over your knee. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage your glutes, engage your core, stay in the pose. As you inhale, bring your hands up towards the sky. Exhale, opening your warrior 2. As we did before, place your heels if you need on 2 parallel lines. Get a little bit deeper into the pose if you can. Arms parallel to the floor, gaze to the left. Here you want to imagine you're spreading energy towards 4 directions. Up, down, sinking into your knee, and to the sides with your hands. One more breath. Keep pushing down with your right foot. Inhale, exhale, straighten both legs. Turn the toes a little bit towards the center. And as we did before, inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bend your knees if you need to, hands on the floor. Or on 2 blocks if you need to. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, dive deep into your variation of the pose. So here, if you don't have the blocks and you don't want to go that deep into the pose, you can bend your knees and interlace your hands behind your back and just stay where your body allows you today, where your mind is ready to go today. One more breath. If you have an inversion practice, this is always a nice moment to transition into tripod pose, even though this is not the focus of the class today. It might feel nice to have an inversion at this moment of the practice. Inhale, look forward. Exhale here. Bring your hands towards the left, turn your toes towards the left. Step back into downward facing dog or plank pose. If you want, full push up, back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can add the cobra here and have the full vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, stay here. Or bring your knees on the floor, big toes together, forehead on the mat. Push your fingers towards the mat and lift your elbows off the mat. Breathe in and out for a couple of seconds here. Just wanna enjoy this movement, this moment. And come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step forward. Right foot in between hands, knee down, top of the foot down. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, straighten your right leg back into Ardha Hanuman, half split. If you need, you can always have your blocks underneath your hands, remember that. Exhale, inhale, open, exhale, back. Inhale, forward, exhale, back. One more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, forward. You can keep the blocks, you can leave the blocks to the side. Bring your right foot towards the right side of the mat. You can stay here, pushing with your pubic bones down, facing forward, keeping your chest open. Otherwise, you can bring your left forearms on the floor, right forearms on the floor. You can stay here, or if you can, tuck your toes under and lift your left knee off the mat. Stay in the static pose or rock forward and back in the pose. Active glutes. 2 more. 1 more. Okay. Knee down, top of the foot down. Bring your hands back on the mat and open your chest. From here, tuck your toes, and we want to move from this lizard variation into skandala. So we are going to face towards the left, bring the left heel on the mat, and then back into lizard or modified lunge. For 2, and for 3. And this time we stay in the skandasana position. We can be closer to the mat, but of course we can be a little bit higher. If our heel is off the mat, we can always use a block underneath it, or a blanket, a pillow, something that helps us stay in the pose. 2 more breaths, sorry for the back. 1 more. Hands to the front of the mat. Open your chest and step back into downward facing dog. Here we are going to skip the vinyasa. Left leg up. Step forward. Knee down, top of the foot down. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. 3 more. Inhale, move with the breath. Exhale. Use the breath to get deeper. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Use the breath to release tension. The area of the hips, it's where we sometimes stuck a lot of energy, of emotion, and it's good just to get in there and release that tension. Bring the foot to the left, hands in line with the shoulders. Open your chest, you can stay here, you can bring the forearms on the floor. Start with the right, follow with the left. You can stay here, or you can tuck your toes, lift your right knee, and shift your weight back and forward. Keep the chest open, keep the glutes engaged. Be all there. All these movements are a total body movement. We are working with our entire body. 1 more. And then bring the knee down, bring the top of the foot down, bring the hands down on the floor, open your chest. We're going to move into our dynamic lunge skandasana. We can do it with the top of the foot down, which is a little bit harder, or tucking the toes under. Inhale, open, exhale, skandasana. Inhale, exhale. We have the block underneath the glutes if we need to. It's a nice help. I didn't put it there, but it was nice to have the help. And we stay in skandasana. Push with the left knee back. Pray your hands in front of your chest. And stay here for 3, for 2, for 1. Hands to the front of the mat. High lizard lunge for 1 more breath. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Push your hands down towards the mat. Inhale, right leg up. Bend your right knee, bring your right heel towards your left glutes, and open your hips. You want to keep the shoulders on the same line though. Imagine like your armpits are eyes, and they want to look in the same direction, exactly in the same direction, towards the left ankle. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bring your right knee on the mat behind your right wrist. Extend your left leg on the mat. Bring the top of the foot down and push the top of the foot towards the mat. And if you want, you can even lift a little bit the left knee, engaging the whole left side. This is gonna engage your legs in the pigeon pose here, and it's gonna make it even more effective. Open your chest. We're gonna stay here for a couple of breaths, releasing a little bit of tension in our hips, lengthening the glutes. 2 more breaths. Keep the pose. You can stay here, or if you feel like you have a little bit more space, you can get a little bit deeper in the pose. Bend your left knee, bring your left hand on the top of your left foot. Inhale, kick back, and as you exhale, bring your heel towards the glutes. If you can, keep your gaze forward. Here, if you cannot reach the floor with your right side of the glutes, you can bring the same blanket or pillow or block underneath your glute to gain a little bit of stability rather than just collapse on your right. You want to avoid that. Exhale, release. Open your chest. From here, we are going to transit into a half frog. So turn your chest toward the left and have your right ankle in line with your knee. The knee are going to be on the same side, and you want to have the sole of the left foot on the mat. Slide on the mat, so you want to bring the right knee to the right, elbows down, and keep rocking back and forth here in the pose for 3, for 2, for 1. In the program, you have the possibility to stay here for longer, which is ideal in this pose. You want to spend longer times here to leave your hips the time to relax your inner thighs, the time to release tension and relax, to use the breath to lengthen the muscles. But always stay active, so push down with the left foot. Come back to center, into your pigeon pose, hands down on the mat, step back into your downward facing dog. And now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So push the right heel down towards the floor, inhale, left leg up, bend your knee and open your hips. Shoulders again on the same side, on the same line. For 2 and for 1. Inhale, extend your legs, exhale, left knee behind your left wrist. Pigeon pose. If you want to get deeper into the pose, you can bring your left shin parallel to the front of the mat, otherwise just keep a diagonal line with your left shin. Breathe in all those areas where you feel a little bit more tension, where you feel your muscles are a little bit more contracted, but keep your right leg very, very active. One more breath here. You can stay in this variation, otherwise bend your right leg, grab your right toes, and bring your heel towards the glutes. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Exhale, release. This time face towards the right. You want to bring your left shin parallel to the front side of the mat. Ankle and knee on the same line. And keep pushing down with the entire sole of the right foot. You can move back and forward into the pose, creating a little bit more space. 2 more breaths here. This is a pose where, again, I advise you to stay and spend a little bit more time. It's not my favorite pose, to be honest with you guys. I actually really don't like it, but you know, sometimes we just need to stay longer in those places we're not comfortable staying. In our practice, we always get to choose where we want to stay, and it's absolutely right for us to never stay where we feel absolute discomfort or absolute pain. But if it's just a little bit of discomfort, we can breathe through it, and it's a great school for life when we find ourselves in situations like the present one where we wouldn't like to be, but well, we have to. Okay, come back to the front of the mat, tuck your toes under and step back into downward facing dog. And we are ready to attempt our peak pose, our splits today. Inhale, step your right foot in between your hands, knee down, top of the foot down. Go straight into your half split to get ready. Here you can grab again the blocks. Actually, if you have the blocks, I'd like everyone to have their blocks in line with their shoulders, just to have them ready for later. Here, if you cannot reach the floor, just have your hands on the blocks and go with the ballistic movement. So with little bouncing movements, go with your chest towards your thigh. For 1, 2, if you can extend your arms forward, do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, fingertips on the floor or on the blocks. Imagine you want to lift your right heel off the mat or lift your right heel off the mat. This is a good strength building drill. For 1, for 2, for 3, 4, and 5. Back to the mat. Tuck your toes under in your right foot. This is very important. It's going to help you to keep the hips on the same line. bring your hands on the blocks if you have them. Extend both of your legs. So now you don't need to go that close to the mat. You can even have your blocks higher here, or no blocks at all, depending on your flexibility. And here we're going to do the same bouncing movement for, let's start with 10. Pubic bones towards the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It can be very little. It's okay. It can be very far away from the floor. That's alright too. Okay. 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. Stay in your variation of the split. So if you can get all the way down, stay there, but keep the toes tucked. Here you really want to focus on engaging the glutes, and you want to push back with your right head of the femur and forward with your left hip. Stay here for 3, for 2. In your variation, you can be off the floor, you can be very high. 1 more. Okay. Hands on the floor, tuck your toes, and bring your right leg back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Release and relax for a couple of breaths here. Okay, one side is done. We have the second one. For someone, the splits are a very safe place, a very comfortable pose. For someone else, they're a nightmare. But, you know, we'll get there. It's just the journey. Enjoy the process. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step forward. Knee down and right into our half split. And bounce for 10, your variation of the hands. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk back with your hands and lift the heel, or imagine you want to lift. One day it's going to lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And release, heel down. Tuck your toes under, come up. You can have the blocks again. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can avoid the blocks. If you are a little bit less flexible, you can have them on a higher setting, and that's alright too. Square your hips, engage your glutes, tuck your toes, and start bouncing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 5, sorry, I don't know what I'm counting, and let's say it's 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Stay in your pose. It can be all the way down, it can be all the way up. Stay active in your glutes, active in your legs, and square the hips. Push back with the left, push forward with the right. For 3, for 2, for 1. Hands in line with your shoulders, and kick back the left foot to the side of the right foot. Relax your head into your downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your gaze in between your hands and step your feet outside of your hands. You can jump or step. And get into yogi squat or malasana pose. Here you can have a block underneath your glutes, a pillow, something that helps you stay in the pose if you need to. You can have the blocks underneath your heels. The Mali blocks here are really nice to use, for example. One more breath here. Just enjoy the breath, the air that goes in and out through your nostril. Just anticipate the relaxation you're getting in this last part of the class when we are heading towards our final poses. Bring your glutes on the mat. Bring your soles of the feet together and grab your feet. Extend your spine up towards the sky and imagine you want to extend your knees out. So don't push them down, but spread them out. Imagine you want to lengthen the the area of the inner thighs where you're lengthening the spine up towards the sky. Puff your chest up, shoulder blades together. Grow tall in your pose. One more breath here. Okay, from here, extend your legs to the sides. You don't want to open your legs too much here. Around 90 degrees or 45 degrees is fine as well, or a little bit more depending on your flexibility. Interlace your fingers behind your back, open your chest, and we are going for some active range of motion in Upavishta Konasana. Interlace and bring your chest towards the floor. It can be a little movement. If this is too much, just stay here and focus on opening the chest. Otherwise, stay with me for 10, 9, 8, keep going, 7. If this is really easy, bring your hands behind your neck, interlace your fingers. 4 more. You can stay here. If this is easy, bring your hands forward. If this is easy, you can lift a block, for example. 1 more, or maybe it was 2 more. Let's do just 1. Okay. Hands on the floor. You can stay here and open the chest. You can bring your forearms down on the mat, or you can go all the way down in your full expression of Upavishta Konasana with your chest, your belly, your forehead down on the mat. Keep your feet engaged, your legs engaged, and keep pushing down with your glutes. 2 more breaths here. This is one other pose where spending a little longer, it's very nice and useful. Always to release that tension, always to let go of that stress, to dig deep into our emotions and find out what's going up in our brain, our hearts. It really helps. Now, with the help of your hands, bend your knees and bring your legs, your feet at a hips distance apart. And windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Okay. Now, extend your legs in front of you. You can have your feet together or your feet a little bit wider, like hips distance apart. Engage your feet, flex the feet, open the chest. Now we have 2 options. If you feel any discomfort behind your knees, you can bend your knees and hug your chest to your thighs and open the chest and stay here if this is enough for today. Otherwise, if you have a little bit more space in your back, in your backside body, inhale. As you exhale, lead with your heart and follow with your head and go deeper into the pose. Relax the neck, relax the breath. With every inhale, lengthen your spine. With every exhale, let go everything out. The negativity, the stress, the bad thoughts. Everything goes out and leaves you just with your breath. These too shall pass. Everything's going to be back to normal. And just focus on what you can change and what you can, what you can do with this time you have, with this situation, how you can make the best out of it. Unroll your spine, come all the way back up, and then all the way back down with your back on the mat. And get ready for your Shavasana. Turn the light off. Use a blanket or something if you want to. And actually, before we get into our final resting pose, bring your knees towards your chest. We just want to get into a nice twist. So bring your knees towards your right, cactus hands, gaze towards your left, and let go, everything down towards the mat. Feel the gravity pushing you gently towards the mat, towards the floor. And then just change sides, knees to the left, gaze to the right. Come back to center and enter in your Shavasana. Extend your legs, toes pointing out. Extend your arms to the side of your body, palms facing up, and close your eyes. Inhale and exhale through your nostril. Big inhale. Big exhale to the mouth. 2 more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale out. And this time a little bit louder. Inhale. Close your eyes and listen only to the sound of your breath, to the rhythm of your breath. And every time you find yourself getting distracted, don't judge yourself, but just bring your mind back to the breath. Slowly bring your attention back to your body, to the space around you. Start moving your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrist. Bring your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees. Fall on the right side of your body. And use your hands to help you up. And take a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands in front of your chest. Keep your eyes closed. Thank you for joining me for this practice today. From everywhere where you are, thank you for taking the time and for sharing your energy with us. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day and rest of the week. Thank you and namaste. When you're ready, just slowly blink your eyes open. Thank you very much. Okay. Coming back to you. Hello. Hi. Hi, Gabby. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the class. I feel very relaxed right now, even though I was teaching. Hips and splits are a nice way to end the day. Here it's, night at 7:30, I guess. Yes, around that time. Thank you all very much. I've noticed while I was teaching that I have a much calmer energy when I teach in English rather than when I teach in Italian. I guess somehow it's also the nature of the language. Anyway, for all the Italians, tomorrow there's going to be a live class in Italian on Martina Sergi's YouTube, and there's going to be a live class on my YouTube on Friday night, always at 7 p.m. Italian time. So those are the next two appointments. If I recall it right, yes. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you, everything. Costanza, thank you. Thank you for joining me. And yeah, so this practice was inspired by my program, Ready Set Yoga Splits Edition, that you can find on my website, www.martinarando.com, which is now on sale with the code HOMEPRACTICE20, but I'll leave all the information on my on the caption of this class. You can find them on my page on Instagram as well, and everything. So this was just to give you an idea of how my splits program works. So yeah, that's it. So thank you for joining me, and well, I send you a big hug. And thanks to your live class, we discover the benefits of yoga. Keeping your thank you so much, Dexter. Yeah, if you have any question, any doubts, you can always DM me on Instagram or send me an email. Leave a comments, leave a thumb up if you like the class. Well, all of these things. So yeah, bye. Good night. It was lovely to meet you.